Weave a floating cradle from magic, and wheel the egg into the garden every night to bathe in moonlight. Supposedly, lunar exposure accelerates growth in large beastkin eggs. I don't know what species Pebble is, but it can't hurt to try. Every night after that, I shift into beast form, sing the old nesting song of the avian clans, and tuck the egg against my chest, wings folded tight around it. Warm, biggest beast hen in my family. A lovebird. My fiancé a phoenix that gave me an iron egg to get out of our bonding contract. He said if I could hatch it, he'd go through with the bonding ceremony. Pressured by my family, I slept beside that egg every night, poured everything I had into it. Later, when he came crawling back to reinstate the bond, a pair of obsidian black dragon wings curled around me like a cage.
Reinstating the bond? I'm afraid you're too late. Your betrothed is mine now.
On my fledgling day, Reynard surprises me with a dinner invitation. The only reason his family signed a bonding contract with mine is because our mothers were old friends.
Our bonding ceremony, I'd like to push it back.
Why?
The academy's been keeping me occupied. I simply don't have the bandwidth for a bonding.
Everyone knows that's an excuse, but his anger doesn't land on Reynard.
Lord Whitmore, you're aware the Vanguard retrieved void crystals from the Voidlands on their last expedition. Our research isn't finished. If Wren could help shoulder some of my workload, I'd certainly find time for the ceremony.
Name your terms. She will comply.
Neither of them asks me. Reynard opens his spatial pouch and places an egg in my hands.
Avians are natural nesters, aren't they? Consider it playing to your strengths. If you manage to hatch it, I might even put your name in my next paper.
He's handed her a rock and called it a test. Avians are natural nesters, aren't they? Should be easy for her.
He's an Archmagister and an Apex Phoenix. The Whitefills were the ones reaching above their station.
Fine. But there's something I haven't told any of them. I am one of the rarest things in all of Astermore. A Soul Mender. I take the egg home. My stepfather assumes I'm desperate to marry Reynard, so desperate I'd accept an impossible task.
Rink, just put your heart into it. Reynard will come around.
Their words slide off me. Water over feathers. Not a trace left behind. I turn and walk to my room. Why would I want a preeming phoenix to be moved by me? But this egg is different. I curl up in my nest, teasing it with wisps of soul energy. I only took the egg for one reason. Hatch whatever's inside and shove it in Reynard's face. And if a hatchling comes, I can claim it as my own child. Aster flows from my core, wrapping the shell like a hot spring. Golden light soaks through, gentle, dense. Remnault mentioned the Academy's healers tried everything, not a flicker of response. But right now, in my arms, the egg shifts. Trying to come out already? What should I call you? As if it heard me, the egg goes perfectly still, quiet, obedient. Better behaved than any male I've ever met, I think for a long time. Then, Pebble? It rolls away, actively trying to escape. I grab it. I pull it close. Nuzzle my downy wings against the shell. Listen, Pebble. I'm gonna raise you right. And in return, you're gonna look after me when I'm old and gray. Deal? Pebble stops moving. Playing dead. The next morning, I wake to find Pebble pressed right against my heart. I didn't move it there. For a court, we eat together, sleep together. I even go to an Avrian elder for advice on hatching.
You haven't even laid your own eggs, girl. What makes you think you can hatch someone else's?
I ignore him. I weave a floating cradle from magic and wheel the egg into the garden every night to bathe in moonlight. Supposedly, lunar exposure accelerates growth in large beastkin eggs. I don't know what species Pebble is, but it can't hurt to try. Every night after that, I shift into beast form, sing the old nesting song of the avian clans, and tuck the egg against my chest, wings folded tight around it. Warm, safe. That night, the servants are buzzing. Crown Prince Daemon, missing for half a week, has been recovered by the Imperial Guard, battered, covered in wounds, but conscious. However, the one who went into the Voidlands with him, Commander Castor Selnaris, is still missing. Caspar is the youngest commander in the Empire's history. Almost nothing is known about him, only that he's Daemon's sworn brother. No one knows the true nature of House Selnaris. No one knows his past. The speculation runs wild. An ancient lineage, immeasurable power. Some whisper that Selnaris is a surname belonging to a species long extinct. The moment the servants mention Caspar's disappearance, the egg in my arms lurches. Violent, frantic. I assume it's just the usual movement. But after I fall asleep, On that shell, hard as iron for weeks, a hairline crack appears. The next day, I'm walking with Pebble in my arms when I run into Reynard and his colleagues from the Arcane Academy. A flock of sparrows would hold a more dignified assembly.
Reynard, is this your weak little fiancée? Utterly foolish. She's actually trying to incubate a rock.
Reynard, how did you get her so wrapped around your talon?
I walk past them without a glance.
Wren, I didn't realize you were this devoted. It's almost touching.
Move.
Wren, how about this? I can see you've been working hard. If that egg shows even a single crack, I'll agree to the ceremony.
Are you deaf? Back off.
Know your place, Wren. You are bound to me.
Lord Whitmore has clearly been far too lenient. That's the only explanation for your manners.
He opens his mouth to continue. A carriage bearing the royal crest descends from the sky. Slow, silent, unmistakable. The onlookers exchange glances. Someone whistles.
Reynard, that's gotta be for you, right? Did the Crown notice your research project? Go say hello. Maybe they'll invite you to the ceremony.
The Crown does move fast.
He strides forward, ready to greet them with his most practiced charm. Two attendants in Imperial livery step out, walk right past him. Reynard freezes. They stop in front of me. Bow.
Lady Wren, Crown Prince Damon requests your presence.
I'm brought to a private sitting room. The moment I push open the door and see Crown Prince Damon, something clicks into place. Silver white hair, cropped short. He lounges on the sofa like he owns gravity itself.
Lady Wren, forgive the sudden summons. I just have one question.
You can sense soul energy, can't you?
I go still. I've kept this secret my entire life. No one has ever found out. Female beastkin who can sense and soothe soul energy are impossibly rare. A gentle blade, but every known soul mender has been claimed, conscripted into the military, or locked away in the Crown's healing corps. None of them went willingly. I've spent years being careful, never showing anything that sets me apart from an ordinary lovebird. And yet, here I am.
Don't look so alarmed. I'm not here to conscript you. I just need a favor.
His tone is cold, but his manners are impeccable. What do you need, Your Highness?
I want you to examine me. Everyone in the palace is lying to me. The healers, the council, my own attendants. You're a soul mender, and you don't belong to the court. I trust you.
Wind catches the curtain, a dry rustle. Damon says nothing more. I know the story. He and Castor went deep into the Voidlands and vanished. Weeks later, he reappeared. The rumors say he's living on borrowed time. I place both hands on the crown of his head. Soul energy flows into his body. This body is stranger than I expected. It should be broken beyond repair, and yet there's a stubborn, impossible vitality humming through it.
Straight answer. How long?
About a year. His attendant stepped in with Reynard earlier. Your Highness, it's not entirely hopeless. Humans. Human blood, or bonding with a human as a mate. The pure aura in their life force, it might be enough. Everyone knows humans are the stuff of legend. You could count the ones in all of Atramore on one hand. But Demon, he laughs.
So that's what it was. Fate, then.
I chalk it up to a dying man finding his one thread of hope. Then, Pebble thrashes inside my satchel. I pull the egg out.
Wait. That egg.
And gathered every unmated male and told me and sister to choose. Male shifters are ranked A, B, or C. My sister Lyra chose the clan's only a rank wolf shifter. She bore him 5 litters, every single one B rank. He raged to cast her out, tore the bond like it was nothing. And me, I chose a B rank snake shifter, 1 litter, 10 cubs, every single one A rank. The whole clan named me the sacred daughter. My mate inherited the chieftain's seat. Lyra couldn't stand it. She poisoned all 10 of my children. Then she pushed me off a cliff. When I opened my eyes again, we were back to the day of choosing. I came back to myself just as Lyra pressed her body against the snake shifter's side.
Chieftain, I choose Voss.
She said it, and then she looked at me. The kind that said, I've already won. I understood she'd been reborn too. But this time, I absolutely won't let her control everything. Male shifters are born ranked S, A, B, or C. The higher the rank, the more valuable the males. C-rank males were everywhere. B rank was considered a prize. A rank was rare enough to cause a stir. As for S rank, even the elderly chieftain had never seen one. Females in the Beastlands were fewer than males. Their social standing was higher, which standing on the children they bore. The higher the rank of your cubs, the higher you climbed. In our last life, Lyra had wanted to be the top female in the clan. She'd gone straight for the only a rank wolf shifter without blinking. She'd told me to choose Voss, the snake shifter.
Snakes have two, you know, but they lay eggs. Hatching eggs is so much easier than live birth.
I'd listened. I'd chosen Voss. Fell pregnant quickly. One clutched 10 cubs, every single one a rank. This clan had existed for over a century. Among clans, they'd never had more than 5 rank shifters total. The chieftain declared Voss his successor on the spot. Lyra had conceived around the same time I had. She gave birth to a B rank cub. Then another. Then another 5 pregnancies total, nothing above B, nothing below C. She decided the problem was the wolf's bloodline. One night she crept into Voss. Voss threw her out of bed, then called the entire clan to witness his innocence before dawn. The wolf shifter found out. He dissolved their bond and drove her out along with her children. Within a month, Lyra's cubs had all starved. She offered. They wouldn't bond with her. When Lyra was close to starving, I'd brought her back to mine, given her meat from my own stores. She repaid me by destroying me. The chieftain nodded at me now, signaling it was my turn to choose. I scanned the remaining males. Then I pointed at the wolf shifter. I'd like to choose. A crack split the air. A hand connected with my face.
The female who hit me belonged to Drac, the black tiger shifter. She demanding to know how I dared steal her mail. I have nothing going on with Drac. Still denying it. I found this on my bed! That's your fur, isn't it? My shifted form was a white rabbit. The fur on the ground was rabbit fur. But that proved nothing. I wasn't the only rabbit in this clan. I opened my mouth to say exactly that. Lyra stepped forward. Her eyes went wide and shocked. Oh, sister. That night I saw you walking with Drac. I had no idea that's what you were doing. How could you go after a bonded male?
Don't worry, Your Highness. I'll help you.
Every time I was in danger, he was there for me. I thought he was the one.